today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can put to use your leftover chipboard pieces and leftover scraps, paper scraps, and leftover embellishments into something really cute and functional. Hi friends, and welcome to Decorate Your Life. This is a mini clipboard photo frame tutorial. The dimensions that I used for my mini clipboard are, let's see, approximate measurements are 3 by 4 inches. What we're going to do is, I have already cut a couple of pieces of chipboard into 3 by 4 because I think the best way to display this is in a group of threes. I got myself some black gesso. I really like this black gesso. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It goes for $6.99, but if you use your 40% off, you can get it at a discounted price. What I really like about this gesso is that it only took one coat. That was it. It only took one coat, and the drying time is pretty fast. Now, if you don't have gesso, I guess you can go ahead and use black craft paint around the edges, and don't forget to color in on the ends, on these ends as well. I am going to get rid of this 7 Gypsies. And I'm going to go ahead and cut. Now, since this was 3, I want to go 1/4 of an inch to the left. Let me make sure that we match. Okay, so that's the width. 3 inches minus 1/4 of an inch to the left. And since the height is 4 inches, I want to go to 4. And then to the left, go down 1/4 of an inch. So this should give me the paper for this. And let me see. I guess, no, I don't like the stamps too much. So let me cut this piece 1/4 of an inch less than 4 inches, and that'll be for the other one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, and this is a very easy peasy DIY. If you have scrap papers and you have scraps of chipboard, you can do this. I'm just going to take my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and the color that I'm using is Vintage Photo. And I'm just going to ink it around the edges. You can ink it as much or as little as you wish. It is all up to you. You can use whatever types of papers that you want. I could see this as a beautiful shabby chic as well. It's just that I'm practicing with Boho, because I have a friend who's having a birthday soon, and she hinted that she loves the boho style. So I'm thinking of crafts that I can make that are boho chic. Alrighty. So now, in a previous video, I had a subscriber ask me what is the wax paper for, and I told her because I have, oh gosh, I mess these mats up so quickly that I need to use this wax paper, this throwaway wax paper, to add my glues and whatnot, because I'm just super bad about taking care of my mats and my desk. So that's what the wax paper is for. Okay. And I love using rubber cement. Love, love, love it. No air bubbles or nothing. So, and it dries very fast. And once it's there, it's there. I mean, the thing about rubber cement glue is that you can't put it down and 5 minutes later peel it back off. You cannot do that because it will just rip it right off. That's how concentrated of a glue rubber cement is. And I really like that. See? No bubbles. No bubbles whatsoever. So that's one. It's going to go like this. Get it straight as you possibly can. And you know what? Before I go any further, let me go ahead and apply the back papers to him. I forgot to cut the back papers. Okay, we are done with this paper. It goes bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty, so this is the back to this, and this is the front. I had to take a look at, okay, because I know I like these stripes, and I want it to look congruent. Yeah, okay. So now, before I do any of this, I'm just going to take my little clipboard and see what I love about this project is that you don't have to worry about adding things to the back to hang things on because hinge, your hinge clip is going to do all the work for you. So because it is of a boho style, I am going to cut a piece here. Where is my lace cutting scissors? Excuse me. Okay. I have, ugh, okay. Since I'm all thumbs, this is going to take me a little bit to do this. Okay, I got it through. Yay! Now I'm going to open this up like so, in case y'all are wondering what I did. Okay? I'm going to open this up like so. And excuse my nails. I was playing with gesso last night and okay, and just kind of pull until you got it like so. And of course, you want to snip. And see, not only is this going to work as a mounting thing for your wall, but also this is going to hold, this clip is going to hold your picture in place. It could be a picture, like it could be a saying, a sentiment, whatever you wish. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do in this one, since I'm doing boho style, I think that for this one, I'm going to trim it like this. And I'm going to add it like so. Now I do want to eye measure it. Okay, and this is going to be cut like that. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It'll be covered up. I'm thinking maybe. See, the thing about these ribbons is I never know what the front and what the back side is. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some tacky glue, and it's going to go right here. I don't want it hanging out this way too much because they have to look, to me, they have to look almost the same. And I think that I'm going to let those numbers show. Let me see. Nope, it hasn't been cut. Okay, let me get my other scissors. See, I learned from my friend Christine that you keep your paper cutting scissors for paper cutting. Well, these are not my paper cutting scissors anymore. They're ruined. So those are just general. But you're supposed to keep paper cutting scissors for paper, your trim scissors for trims. I didn't know that. Yeah, and the thing is, it's common sense. You would think that I'd know to do that by now. Okay. Now this is the first time that I'm using this glue, and I'm hoping that it dries clear. Let me see. Does it say it dries and tacks up faster? Okay. That's why I bought it, because of the drying time. Okay. So we have that one there. And I know that I want to do something here as well. So back to this glue. I'll tell you what, I'm not liking the tip of this glue. It's way too big. And I'm making a mess because there's just way too much glue in here. But as long as it dries clear, I don't mind, and I'm hoping that it's drying clear. We'll see. We will see. And this is the glue that I'm using. And right now I'm on the fence about this glue. Okay. So while this is drying, this is supposed to dry in 2 or 3 minutes, I think. Always test for best results. Dries. Okay, it says it dries clear. Quick drying and fast tacking. Non-toxic. Dries clear. Okay. Oh, it's the other glue. I was looking at this other glue that said it drying time was between 2 and 3 minutes. So let's just wait on this one and see how it does. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I want to do picture, non-picture, picture. I have a boy and a girl. So I want to put Elena here, Vincent here, and either a sentiment or a saying here. And this is going to go in my craft room. So if I put this flower here, which I do want to use, I don't know if this is going to be too much. It may be too much, too flowery or something. Maybe I'll be better off putting a sentiment here to break up that too much flower look. Sometimes it's a good thing to go ahead and stop and take a look at your entire project and see how it's going to turn out for you. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to put a sentiment here, and Vincent's picture, his kindergarten picture of something, is going to go here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let me put this one back here. And this is, okay, this is dry, but I'm still waiting on the edges to dry. That's going to be for my sentiments, and this is going to be where I add Vincent's pictures. Vincent's picture. I want to make it almost as uniform as this. Let me look at it again from my point of view. I think what I want to do is, okay, I was thinking about putting the flower, the embellishments to the other side, but you know what? No, I'm going to keep everything similar because I could also display these like this. Yeah, okay, that's what I will do. To adhere these, I'm going to be using Glossy Accents by Ranger. Let me just bring it down like so, right over here. Okay. I don't have a heating tool, and I know I need to buy one, but that's just one more thing to clutter up my small craft space. But you know what? I like my small craft space. I love it. So let me put this down. There we go. And for this one, I think I might want to use a teensy tiny one. Just cut. Now, here's the thing. I have to take into consideration the size of the picture or the sentiment. If you wish to use a sentiment, you have to take that into consideration. So, to envision it better, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one of these in here. Because this way I get a better view of what I have to work with. Ah, perfect. Okay, I found this little piece over here that will be perfect for what I want to do. Cuts like this, hopefully like this. Okay, it's this tiny little piece here. So let me cut it. Okay, and what I plan to do is to put this right there, right along there. Hopefully that will work. Actually, I want to put it right along here, and I will put more flowers over there. Okay. So here comes the hard part. Alrighty. And we are going to go like this, and like that. So this is what it's looking like so far. And now what I'm going to do is bring some flowers out to here. And this time it's going to be smaller flowers. I picked these flowers up last year, and I think there was a bunch of them in a bag for 99 cents at Michael's. This is a color that nobody wants, but it's okay because what I could do is I could make them look like rosebuds, tiny little buds, by just squishing them together like that. Put that there. See? They look like tiny little rosebuds. Because I don't think they look good like this. They may, but I like the way they look as rosebuds. So I'm going to add some tiny little rosebuds here. Okay, there's two little flowers there. And I think I'm going to do one more flower or rosebud. And I'm going to close it up. Just close it up. I think it's kind of cute. Let me close it up. Let me put another one here. And I think we have room for another one. And this is what we have with this one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a moment. I need to see about the sentiment that I'm going to be placing here, and I need to find a picture for here and add one of these to this section right here. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I found a picture of Vincent when he was approximately 3 years old, and I've cut it down a size so that it'll fit right along there. And what I'm going to be doing, because of the edges, the white edges, I'm going to go ahead and ink those up just a bit, just to give it a little bit of an ending right along there so that the white doesn't show through. And that's just a little ink right on the edges. I'm not trying to smudge around the picture, just on the edges. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see how this will go right along here. I'm going to try to center it as best as I can. There we go. And I'm thinking that perhaps over here and right along here, just like I did with Elena's picture, I am going to go ahead and continue embellishing. You know what? Let me take Elena's embellishment, which, by the way, is not glued. It was just placed. See, and that's the beauty of these clip hinges or hinge clips, is that you can swap them out whenever. You can swap out the pictures or the embellishments whenever you wish. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put this embellishment right on here. Like so. With Elena's, I'm going to take a butterfly punch, and then I'm going to use one of the, let's see, this one right here. I'm going to use this. And I think what I'm going to do, yep, I'm going to go ahead and place this here. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do on Elena's picture is I'm going to go ahead and just glue this part on it, on the board. I want to put something right along here, but it has to be something so minuscule. And okay, so I have these sticker blings that were gifted to me by somebody. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to be using these right along here. And these are just basically self-adhesives. So that's one. Hopefully I'll be able to get them straight. And there's another one. And we are finished with this one. So we have Elena. And we have Vincent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did for the middle part, the middle frame. For this sentiment, I used a Spellbinders die, and I used the third one from the inner circle out to the third one from the inner frame, I should say. It is called Labels 20, and it is style number S5-026. This is what it looks like. And if you don't have a die cutting machine, or you can use a paper punch, or even you could cut out your own shapes. I mean, a square or anything that you would like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the sentiment here. But before I mount this sentiment on here, what I want to do is I have some twine. What I'm thinking about doing is taking this twine, kind of like just loosely wrap it around there, and then topping it off with a piece of bling. Okay, now for that I am going to need to take out my glue gun, and I will be right back. Okay, I have that piece adhered. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of rosebuds. And I love these tiny little rosebuds. Let me show them to you. I get these from Stay True to God. It's an online store. And just put one there. And this other one's going to go right here. Easy peasy. In adhering this piece right here, I used the glue gun. I didn't use the strong glues that are meant to adhere metals onto your crafts, and there's a reason behind it. Number one, I'm doing this tutorial in my craft room. I don't have any ventilation, any windows. In my craft room, I use a desk fan for ventilation. So the few times, the 2 or 3 times that I have used that metal glue, it's given me a migraine. I am very sensitive to that. And number two, normally those glues in which you use to adhere metal, like to your crafts, like the 06000 or whatever it is called, I forget what it's called, those glues have cancer-causing chemicals. And if you're going to use them on indoor crafts, if you're going to use those chemicals in areas where your children are, I just stay away from those kind of glues. Okay. I rather have this piece of metal fall off in 3 to 6 months, me grab my glue gun and glue it back again. I'd rather do that than using cancer causing chemicals around my family. Okay, so that was that. And now let me go ahead and unplug my. So we have Vincent, we have Elena, and I have a big mess over here. Now I'm going to show you my sentiment. My sentiment came out of this stamp right here. It says it's the smallest things that fill your heart, and I did get it at Hobby Lobby when they were all half off. I love a good sale. So I paid something in the neighborhood of $2.75 for this stamp. And I used my Memento Rich Cocoa dye ink to stamp the sentiment on that. And so what I'm going to be doing now is, before I place this on here, I do want to ink the edges. Let me move you over here, sweetie. And just kind of lightly ink the edges. Or try to, at least. See? Like so. Not too much, just a little. Okay. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to mount this with the foam squares. Let's see, where are you, foam squares? Here we go. What I love about this project is that you can make it for yourself, part of your home decor or your craft room decor, bedroom. You can make it in any single style you want. I have this boho paper that I wanted to experiment with, and you could do shabby chic, you could do anything, vintage, you could do glam if you wish. You just put the elements together, the elements that you love, and just work with them. But what I really, really love about this particular project is that I'm getting to use items that I have in my craft room, other than the boho paper that I bought at Tuesday Morning. I'm getting to use my chipboards, my leftover chipboards. What you could do to your mini clipboard to give it a more interesting look is you can use a crocodile corner puncher to punch the corners out of your mini clipboard. Now, I don't own a crocodile corner puncher, so I'm not going to use that. No, and after all, this is chipboard, so it would take a crocodile for me, but I don't have one. So this concludes my mini clipboard photo frame tutorial. Thank you so very much for watching my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And to all my subscribers, go ahead and click on that bell icon that you see right along my subscribe button. That way you get notifications every time I upload a video, every time I upload a tutorial or a giveaway opportunity. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick. I have the flu. So I thank y'all so very much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see y'all again soon, okay? Bye-bye.